It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today we start the new season with an AFC West Division battle right out of the gate between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Hilton goes in motion right. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. First carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They got got to get it to the 21 here on third down. They'll send Hilton in motion right. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal. So now things get interesting on third and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has the better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is third and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Josh Jacobs punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders are on the board here first in the season opener. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now the second-year man from Carolina, this is Michael Carter. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. And while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. Hilton goes in motion right. Now it's Herbert. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Slot man moves right. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
3 yards remain for second down. Jones will come now in motion right. From the 44, Herbert. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They'll look to throw here. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 30 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They'll send Hilton in motion right. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From the 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground, Jacobs will get the 3rd quarter started. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. From the 27, Herbert. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. On the move past the 40, down the right sideline. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Herbert. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hilton goes in motion right. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And some room to work. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Once again, it's Mostert. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A run with Mostert up the middle. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Chargers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. On 1st down, it's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Raiders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 20.